Welcome, loudmouths of the internet, to the Loathsome Loudmouths Podcast. And today, well, there's only two of us. There's me, Trollumbo, and there's King D.
Hi, peons.
And today we'll be talking mostly about subjects. We won't be doing anything special. It'll just be a talking podcast, since there's not that many people on here. But let's get right to it. We'll be talking about video games and some problems we have encountered with video games. So, King, do you have anything that you might want to talk about, or do I have to bring up points to make it easier?
I want to talk about how I feel like we're shilling Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup because this advertisement's just sticking out here, distracting me.
Now you even talked about it, so now we're chilling it even more.
Is there a way to get rid of this, or are we just going to be advertising Campbell's entire stream?
I don't even know. Shit.
Campbell's, give us money! And soup. Actually, no, don't give us soup. I hate your soup. I really do.
Now we're breaking down the advertisements on the side. That works great. Jeez. If people come on and are like, soup, I might want some soup. And then your soup is shit. And then people are like, I think I'm gonna second guess my decision. Jeez.
If you guys want soup, get the Campbell's Chunky. It's the best one they have. It actually has things in it.
That makes soup good.
Indeed.
But then again, well, you brought up something here that doesn't really happen that often, but have you ever encountered, like, commercials in video games?
No, but I did find a video of that was essentially top 10 advertisements in games where they apparently had billboards of real-life things in video games. Like, I believe Barack Obama was in a Gran Turismo game.
Yeah, there were, like, there are a few games that have it, and for some games you just have to look for it, and some games have, like, advertisements of non-existing things, but some do have advertisement in them, and I don't really care either way. It's just funny to see a real-life product all of a sudden, so I don't really think that's a problem by itself. Unless you make a shitty game and that's all in there, and the game is basically just made to be a commercial for some products or whatever. Yeah, that would seem like a big problem.
I just imagine you staring daggers at Cool Spot and Pepsi Man as you say that.
Pepsi Man, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Am I the only one that would actually like a Pepsi Man too, if it was well made? I like Pepsi Man. I don't care what anyone says. I like Pepsi Man.
Yeah, it was... I don't really know how to feel about the game. It was kind of a basic concept, but it's so long ago, so I don't really know what to compare it with as well.
Temple Run. Temple Run is basically Pepsi Man.
Yeah, basically. And Temple Run is made now, like, way closer to the time that we are living in than Pepsi Man.
Temple Run needs to thank Pepsi Man. He needs to get on his fucking knees and suck his dick for their opening the path for them.
But to be fair about Pepsi Man, wasn't that like one of the, there's more games like that. There's also like Doritos Crash Course and stuff, like those types of games that are just made as an advertisement for something. But
Pepsi Man was better, technically had something to do with Pepsi. Doritos Crash Course is just a regular obstacle with Doritos everywhere for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. But the basic thing is, I think I've heard, like, in that genre of game, like, just basic commercial stuff, it's one of the better games, or it was even called the best by some people. So it has something, but then again, is that a category that has many other great games? I haven't really seen that many commercial games to begin with, like purely commercial for whatever products.
From what I've heard, Pepsi Man and Cool Spot are the only good ones.
Yeah.
And Cool Spot's just, like, barely good.
So I think Pepsi Man wins that one.
Yes, all hail our Lord and Savior Pepsi Man. Do you know there's Pepsi Man porn?
No, I didn't. Now I know, but I didn't know.
There's Pepsi Man porn.
But
I was watching
like,
Pepsi Man with my girlfriend. This is punishment. She posted Pepsi Man porn.
Does he like jizz Pepsi out of his dick or something?
I believe he does, actually. I also saw Pepsi Man fucking Coke Girl. I saw Pepsi Girl. And I saw Pepsi Man in all his muscular glory with his magnificent Pepsi cock out.
Okay, so I think we've seen a lot of Pepsi Man that way. Let's move on to something different. What do you think about the games that like come out every year and that seem to be glitch ridden when they come out? And then they have like a big fan base of fanboys still buying them for some reason, like on launch date, even though they suck on launch date.
I actually can't comment on this, mainly because the only yearly release that I actually play, that being the wrestling games, aren't glitch-ridden.
Yeah, that's true. I think they've done a good job at remaining kind of glitch-free. The only thing that I've seen that was a big fuck... Well, it wasn't really a big fuck-up, it was a funny fuck-up. Like, I think it was... Was it 2K15 or was it in 14? Like, they misspelled the ECW Championship was called ECW Smappionship or something.
The hell?
Yeah, we were playing it and Metal was like, what the fuck is that? It says like ECW Smappionship. And we're like, what the fuck is that?
I'm guessing that's a Europe release thing only because I've never noticed that, like, ever. And I always have them from release day, so...
It might have been a thing. It might have been a European port thing. But then again, we just played the game in English, so I don't know if there was actually a difference in the ports.
There's always a difference in Europe and America's stuff. If memory serves, your stuff tend to be more censored than ours. For some reason.
Well, it depends. Because of stupid countries like Germany. Those fucking assholes. No, but like their policies on shit is like really ridiculous. I think they can't even watch live streams on YouTube there.
So we don't have any German fans watching us right now.
Yeah, that's why we can bash Germany here.
Can we make as many Nazi jokes as we want?
Basically, we can.
Yay! Fuck you, Germany, you fucking Nazi bastards.
Okay, that happened because of that shit. Oops. Yeah. No, but like with these yearly releases, I don't really buy a lot of them, so I can't really say anything. And well, I can say that the 2K games now and like the earlier releases by now defunct company, I can't really come up with a name now anymore.
THQ?
Yeah, THQ. That was the creator. Yeah, like the releases by THQ were also basically not glitch ridden on the first day, so they have a great track record with that. So
which makes me wonder why they went out of business. Yeah.
Maybe they had some bad projects on the side. I don't even know. Maybe they invested in something stupid. I don't know the full story, so I can't really comment on it. Now you make me wonder. Now I'm gonna research that at one point as well. See why they got out of business. But weren't they basically just like a publisher as well?
I don't know. All I know is that they made a game I like.
Yeah, I don't really know much about them except for like the Saints Row games and well, the older wrestling games. That's all I basically know about THQ.
That's all you need to know.
I think it is.
Wrestling's all you need in your life.
Yeah, to be fair, the games are fun.
Indeed.
Especially with all the creation options and stuff. So you can make your own stuff and make your own characters and have them face off with like actual characters. Or make your own stories, so you don't have to follow the WWE storyline all the time.
When I eventually get PlayStation Plus, I'm gonna super kick both you and Mel in the face.
Yeah, probably. I think you play it more often than we do, because I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 as well.
I've actually been playing it a lot less often recently, since no one actually watches my videos. I said, you know, fuck it. I'm done with this. I don't even enjoy the career mode. It's repetitive as shit.
Yeah, I was expecting that. I don't think they're gonna be able to fix that in the next games. I think it's gonna take a while before we get a decent career mode, if we ever get one.
I wish we could just go back to the old days where they had like 2 years worth of stories and that's it.
Yeah, that would
be better.
Either way, some people might enjoy this kind of story mode, so what they could do is just make a few storylines like they used to do, and add in a career modes.
Add more cutscenes, don't make Renee give you a fucking combo after every fucking match, and stop making every rivalry start with a goddamn run-in!
Yeah, and then like, I don't know, did they do a face capture thing for Renee Young because her facial expressions are fucked up?
No, normally I don't say things like that, but yes, I hate Renee's face.
What did they do to it? Like, her movement is weird.
I think they gave her too much Botox.
What the fuck?
The smile on her face looks so unfucking natural.
Yeah, but that makes me think about, what was it, like, the SmackDown vs. Raw 11 game? Where, like, every time you encountered, like, divas in a cutscene, they had, like, a huge ass smile that was ridiculously big, and you were like, what the fuck is that? They're gonna eat my soul. That was scary.
Don't you know, when women hug us, they're just measuring our body to know how much they have to unhinge their jaw to devour us.
This is becoming the misogynist podcast now. Jeez, let's just steer clear of that. Like, after Ross tried to make it clear that we're not really fully anti-feminist, that we're just against this third wave. Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm completely anti-feminist.
Yeah, no, you are now, but most of us aren't really fully against it.
There's still hopes for the others. Me, though, I'm long gone. My hope's lost.
Yeah. No, but a few examples that come to mind immediately, but neither of us have really played them that much or even played them. Is the Assassin's Creed games. I've played the previous one, and that has been one of the most glitch-ridden to date. But then again, like, people were saying like, oh, Black Flag was much better, but then again, that also had glitches on really, like, decent number of glitches. And this one appears to have some glitches as well, so I think they're just, I don't know, trying to get money out of that. And people might just complain about that, like, oh, they're making money because they know this formula works and they're trying to make money out of it. But isn't that what businesses do? They're like, oh, yeah, we're a business first and foremost, so we need to make money. So...
But Trollumbo, don't you know? Unless a business sucks our dicks, they're evil and must die. That's how life works, right? Everything must bend to my will and serve me.
That's the problem that people have with WWE nowadays as well. It's like, oh my god, it's so soulless, blah blah blah. But these people don't know that they're trying to get as many viewers as possible by pandering to as many demographics as they can. And they're like, oh my god, they're forgetting the real wrestling fans and stuff. But then again, a lot of people are watching NXT for that, so I think that's also a good move on their part to have both of those. Like, some people who have sworn off wrestling or have sworn off the WWE are now watching NXT, so we can't say that they're being dumb there.
I just don't listen to new WWE fans anymore. Oh my god, the old school was so better. Everything's so fucking tame now. Looks back and watches Rock make some stupid poop jokes and talk about his fucking strudel. Yes.
Yeah,
it was so much better back then, definitely.
I don't get why people are so impressed by the 80s. Okay, if you look at it from nostalgia glasses, like, oh, I used to watch that, and I used to watch Hulk Hogan, like, body slam Andre the Giant. Okay, but Hulk Hogan's wrestling ability was never really interesting to begin with. People are complaining about, oh, Cena's 5 moves of doom. Hulk Hogan's 5 moves of doom,
Cena's
perhaps?
actually better than Hogan. I'm saying that right now.
Yeah,
Cena's
he
better
probably
than
is,
Hogan.
though. To be fair, he probably has more variety in moves and is a way better seller than Hulk Hogan. That's the easiest part to say, because Hogan was one of the worst sellers, if you ask me. And he was like a kind of a douchebag as well, from what you hear backstage. He didn't really want to lose to a lot of people. And sometimes he tried to like leverage whatever storyline was being done, and he tried to change it by having people help him or something.
Just so you know, the person I said might be able to join us has just said she can suddenly do it, so should I add her, or...
Yeah, that seems like a possibility.
Alright, let me just figure out how to add people. I think I pressed this plus. Yeah, alright, add people to call. Where is her name? I don't see her name.
That's weird.
There we go, show all. Oh, by not in this call, they mean people in the group that aren't in this call. I thought they meant people on my list that aren't in this call. I was like, why are so few people on my list there?
Oh, okay.
Clickety.
Makes sense.
Add to call. Alright then. So now we just wait for her to appear because I'm pretty sure... I think this is calling her.
It seems like it's busy on her end and it doesn't want to pick up fully. It seems like a Skype thing. Is she on Do Not Disturb or something?
No, she's on online.
Maybe she should try entering or something. No. I don't even know. Meanwhile, I'll just talk about some problems that I might have as well. We could pick up on those again afterwards. Indeed. So apart from people complaining about video games, well, the thing is, you're always gonna get your video game fix. Even with these big titles, you don't have to buy them. We know that there's shit games out there. And, well, a great thing might be not to get overhyped when a new game comes out in a series that you like. Maybe not pre-order it. If there's a lot of games don't really offer a really interesting pre-order bonus anymore anyway, so why do people want to get them on the release date now? I could just say the only person you have to blame, you can blame the company for making a shit game, but then again, they're just trying to rush it, they're just trying to get their money, which makes sense if you're a business. But basically it's your own fault. You bought the game on a release date and the game is shit. Turns out to be shit. You wasted your more money than you would if you just waited. Or if you just checked reviews. And then be like, oh, maybe I want to play this game. And if you don't want to buy it at full price, just wait for it to drop in price or whatever. Can still do that.
If I know I'm going to sound like a dumbass for saying this, but pre-orders cost more money.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't know this. I thought pre-orders cost the same amount of money. Because when I asked them about this, they said, oh, it doesn't cost us anymore. You just have to put $5 down now, and that comes out of the price of the game, so you're not really paying extra. That's what they told me when I did pre-orders. So yeah, was I lied to?
Basically, they're sometimes lying. Well, it depends on the company here as well, because we have some stores that just have that thing, and they also do it. But the thing is, you could just... If the game turns out to be something you would play but isn't as good, you could potentially just wait for it to drop in price, because who wants to buy like a game that you would play like for a few days only at like full price? It just seems crazy. It just seems like a waste of money.
It depends on the game, because sometimes there are things you want, like a character. For example, I regret not pre-ordering Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm because now I can't play as Sarada.
Yeah. Yeah, but that basically comes back to what I said in the beginning. Some games just have like shit pre-order bonuses, and some do have decent pre-order bonuses, so kind of would make sense. If it's something interesting like that, like a character or something that you get extra, or maybe even a discount on DLC or whatever, that could seem interesting. But if it's just basically something stupid, like I don't know what they do. I think there's even games that don't really have pre-order bonuses to them. I think I have seen a lot of them that don't really state anything about pre-order bonuses. Some talk about like in-game weapons or something. Some give you stuff free that you can get in the game anyway if you play it.
Basically, make the game a little bit easier.
Yeah. And if the game's already too easy, then that's quite dumb. Then it kind of fucks the game a bit.
Well, keep in mind, too easy subjective. What might be too easy for you might be hell for someone else.
Yeah, that's true. There's people who there's also probably people who have no problem whatsoever with playing Dark Souls on some kind of on the hardest settings or something.
And those people are fucking masochists.
Yeah, Yeah, they might be the same people that get whipped by their wives or something at the end of the day. Yeah, who knows?
Is it sad I can imagine you being one of those people?
Nope, not at all. I don't want to be whipped at all. Jeez. Why do people wanna? Nah, that should be a topic for another time. But then we should almost get someone who knows about it, and I don't really know anyone, so it doesn't seem like a topic we could handle.
I don't know how much experience she has, but I know it's one of my girl's fetishes to get whipped and tied up.
Yeah. And she is apparently a feminist.
Yep.
Well,
not as stupid as modern day feminist, but still a feminist.
Yeah, so those two things combined made it obvious that she wasn't a modern day feminist.
Actually, from what I've heard, modern day feminists actually are into alpha male controlling types, so they probably would have that fetish.
So, wait, you're saying that they're complaining about alpha males all of the time? And they're...
From what I've heard, yes, because I remember I was listening to the... I don't want to say their name, because I don't want to shill another channel, but I was listening to a podcast, and they were like, yeah, my boyfriend actually before he was with me, went around fucking a lot of these angry feminist types, and they ate up that alpha male shit.
Oh my god.
So, well, that's interesting.
So basically, does that mean that they're just going off against beta males most of the time? I don't know. I don't want to get into the psychosis of a fucking no, I just don't want to delve into the mind of angry feminists. I think it seems like a horrible place.
Indeed.
So I just want to steer clear of that.
Well, a horrible place if you have a penis. If you have a vagina, it's probably like being on ecstasy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how much more we can say about games now. I think we've covered a lot of it. Especially like the bad things.
We could talk about the good things, like games we're looking forward to.
Yeah, that could work. So to end it on a positive note with the games. The things I'm looking forward to most now are not much. I hope for a next Final Fantasy game, like 15 is it, I think, to kind of save the franchise, because I didn't really like the last ones.
Wait, I thought Lightning Returns was 15.
Yeah, I think those were all just Final Fantasy 13 sequels, so it's in the same line as where you had 10 and then you had 10-2. For some reason, those games didn't really match up that well. It was a weird departure for me. It was like, hey, here's a Final Fantasy game. And then, like, 10 was like, here's a girl-focused Final Fantasy game that comes after the other one. It's like, what? Why is this game so girly all of a sudden?
A feminist got their hand on Final Fantasy.
Maybe Anita Sarkeesian aided in making the game.
Yep. That would actually be kind of weird, since I actually like the game, but I despise Anita and everything she stands for.
Yeah. Well, it's not hard to do so. I still have a hard time figuring out if she actually does believe what she's saying, or if she's just in it for the money, or if it's something in between.
It's the money. She can't be that stupid. It's the money.
Mm-hmm. I think Metal is snoring. I hope we don't pick him up on the microphone.
Why isn't Metal in this fucking call?
Because he fell asleep for some reason. And he's not... I don't know what he's doing. Let's just... Yeah. And apart from that, I'm looking forward to No Man's Sky. That seems like a good game.
No Man's Sky? I don't think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a game where you can go and explore planets and stuff. And there's gonna be, apparently, like, you can have exchanges with aliens and stuff, and there are different alien languages in the game as well. And the game has been moved back a few times, like the release date has been moved back, so I think they want to make it a good game, and it's by Hello Software, if I remember correctly.
Hello Software.
And
that's a weird name.
Yeah, but they're like kind of perfectionistic as well, so it's kind of good. So the thing is, they probably want to make a good game anyway, and they don't really want to release it until it's up to their standards, so it's probably going to be a good game because of that. Especially since they don't have the lowest of standards to begin with. Are you looking forward to anything game-wise?
Pumpkin Tournament.
I could have guessed as much, though.
Yep.
But I had to ask, just to be sure.
For those of you wondering out in little live stream land, I actually wanted to have an episode around Pumpkin Tournament because I actually got to play the game early, but no one else was interested.
Yeah. Damn. But yeah. And people were gonna buy the game anyway, so were they... I've seen people talking about buying the game, so... Is it just that they don't want to make a series on it, or... What was it about?
Wait, what was what about?
No, so you said like you asked people to do a series, and I think a lot of people were gonna buy the game. So were those people just not into making a series, or were they just not gonna buy the game, like, when it comes out, or something?
If by series you mean the episode of the podcast, I do not know why they didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think most people in here weren't really into Pokemon that much either way, I suppose.
You sad, sad fools. Pokemon is love. Pokemon is life. Bow down to your Arceus overlord. On a side note, I'm kind of surprised Arceus isn't an assist in Pokemon Tournament.
I haven't really checked what will be in the game and what won't, and I haven't really checked if they're gonna have DLC or whatever.
I can tell you some of what's in it, but I can't tell you everything.
Yeah, that would be too long, and it would get a bit boring if you get like a list type of thing going, like, and there's this and that and this. Yeah, people would get bored by that probably. So, do you want to move on to the YouTube drama thing?
Sure.
Yeah. So, some people of you might have heard this, that some channels have been taken down and stuff has happened over the course of time. And people with the Fine Brothers doing their bullshit as well, people were also blaming the Fine Brothers. And, well, there has been some proof that people have been taken down by full screen on behalf of them. So, that was something that happened. And in the light of that, we can see, like, actual outside companies doing the same bullshit where they are starting to claim flags on whatever videos, like they claim copyrights, but some of them are even false claiming and stuff, so it's getting a bit out of hand, and that stuff has existed for a long time. I think there has been false claims being made for the longest of time, but now for some reason it's reaching a boiling point, and it seems like nobody actually knows why it's happening now. And my main guess would be it's not like it's happening more. I think just more people are speaking out about it all of a sudden.
Yeah, the people who are rich and actually have a fan base got attacked are like, oh, well, shit. Oh, it's a good thing we have a bunch of angry, rabid fans to go bite our enemies. Charge!
That's basically what happens most of the time. And I think a lot of people, oh, my channel is terminated. And then they were probably shocked and tried doing something else.
But they're small, so no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, but some people could have potentially still saved their channels, like mid-sized channels and stuff. Because there are channels like with thousands of subs, like 20, 30,000, which is still small, but you get what I mean. Those types of channels are also getting taken down, and I think they are getting at the point where they could potentially save themselves or have people help them as well. So the thing that we have now is, like, we have even bigger YouTubers that don't really have to get involved with this shit normally, that are getting involved to help others. Because
Bullshit.
Some of these channels haven't gotten claims on them and have gone in on this shit,
Who's joined that hasn't gotten a copyright claim? Because from what I've seen, it's all people who've been affected.
Well, I don't know if Grade A got an actual claim. Aura
I
flag.
have no clue who that is.
He was the guy that started the hashtag make YouTube great again.
Never heard that. Never heard that hashtag. The hashtag I've been hearing a lot is WTFU, which is where's the fair use.
Yeah, that one's going around as well. But I don't really know the origin of that. I know that
that one was started up by the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and he has gotten. Didn't he have like his channel taken down as well?
Yeah, basically everyone in the Where's the Fair Use movement are just people who got affected. It's like, oh, this doesn't bother me. I don't have to do anything. Oh my god, it's bothering me now! Gather the fanboys.
Well, yeah, like I Hate Everything had that as well. I think he had his channel taken down, but it didn't have anything to do with copyright there. He got some kind of random claim that had to do with the community guidelines, but even then it had nothing to do with the video. So it was kind of weird. It was like one of those false claims. But the problem with the claims is they are taken seriously immediately. And people are complaining about YouTube this, YouTube that, but I think we had to potentially get people to lobby for laws to be changed at this point, because laws are still centered around traditional media mostly. So laws aren't adapted to this new platform like YouTube. Well, not a new platform, but new for the laws, like compared to the laws, let's say. So I think it's mostly a law-based thing, because YouTube has to kind of cover itself, because it can't be like, oh, there's a small channel, let me just like pay their lawyers so they can defend themselves against this big company. That would be nice, but they just can't bring up the money for doing that all of the fucking time. But then again, the thing is, there's people making false claims, and when you make a false claim, when you say like, oh, I can see some copyright infringement here. What you're basically saying is they're infringing my copyright. So if someone tries to claim something on someone else's behalf, they're basically breaking the law, because they're now saying that the content is theirs. So now it's basically them breaking the law.
I just realized something.
What?
YouTube doesn't actually check this shit, right?
No.
So if I wanted to, I could just go to a bunch of big name YouTubers, copyright claim their shit, and become filthy stinking rich.
Probably not, because it's the big YouTubers and the networks will be like, oh my god, our biggest cash cow is getting money drained. Now we're getting money drained, and then they jump on that shit and send their lawyers really quickly.
Damn, you're right. Or I'll go for the small time scrubs then. I'm sure I can make a living off this, since YouTube doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, the thing is, I think if there start being lawsuits against those people, and there were actually like fines being put in place for people who false claim, then I think this shit would stop, or at least decrease in numbers. If because now there's nothing. What you basically get is like, oh, you claim copyright, here's the money for the video. And then when the video is when it turns out that the claim was bad, like when it wasn't the right claim, the monetization goes back to the uploader. But like in the brief time in which the copyright was handed over to the other guy who made the claim, like that money just stays with that guy. He doesn't have to pay it back to the video uploader, which is kind of bullshit, because, well, it has been said that the money earned there was not legitimate, but they still get to keep it. So I don't.
Not to mention, it's the highest financial point where people are actually seeing it in their subscriptions, going, "Fuck yeah, let's watch this shit."
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing going on here, and I don't know what YouTube themselves could do about it. I think some bigger YouTubers could potentially be like, oh, you're trying to false claim my videos, here I'm gonna take you to court. And if somebody gets royally fucked in court because of making false claims, that might potentially get people to back off more.
You don't even need to be a big YouTuber. Even if you're a small person who can afford a lawyer, fucking do something!
Yeah, if you can afford a lawyer, then you can potentially be like, oh, I'm not gonna take this bullshit.
And if you can afford a lawyer, get one of those lawyers that only make you pay if you win. But seriously, get off your fucking asses! Stop just making videos going, wow, woe is me, YouTube's picking on me. Fucking do something!
Yeah, basically that's a lot of what most people are doing, but that always feels like a sympathy view video to me most of the time. It's like, hey, here, this shit happened to me, sympathize with me, give me your views. Because those videos, like, they gather a lot of views, like the complaining videos. So basically that's what happens.
I'm half tempted to make one myself, but I don't know if I have anything I can use as an example to get myself pity. The closest thing I have is Nintendo copywriting a video of me playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, but to be fair, Nintendo... Yeah. To some extent, apparently, like, video games, Let's Plays, they don't fall under fair use. Because they're not viewed as something transformative, or they're not viewed... Well,
even though they survive solely off commentary.
Yeah.
Like, people are literally there to see how you react to the game and if you can make funny jokes while playing.
Yeah, and that alone isn't enough to be transformative, apparently, because Let's Plays aren't really viewed as fair use.
They aren't? Shit.
No, it's basically if the company allows it, you can play the game and Let's Play it. And a lot of companies do allow you to play their games. But
everyone but Nintendo and Ubisoft, I think, is the other one.
I don't know. I don't know about Ubisoft.
Also, oddly enough, Nintendo doesn't seem to care about Smash videos specifically.
They're just doing Mario Kart or whatever.
Yeah, I play a lot of Nintendo games on my channel, but only Mario Kart's been copyright claimed.
Well, they can normally do that when you're making a video playing Mario Kart, but if you were to like, here's my Mario Kart review, and you use footage in that, they shouldn't normally be able to monetize your video, because that would be fair use. If you're showing clips to review something, that normally also even counts for music and movies. Well, if you use short clips, it's not like, hey, here's this new album, let me just review it by listening to it in its entirety and afterwards speaking to you about it. That doesn't really count, but you can normally use snippets if it's for a review. As long as it doesn't look like you're using the content to, well, further yourself most of the time. But then again, if you're doing a review and using bits of it, aren't you doing it because the same review that you could have done without using the bits would get less views? So, it's... yeah. The legal wording is always weird by itself.
Indeed.
That's why you have like these lawyers trying to do stuff, trying to change up things, trying to get their clients the victory. Whereas normally you would expect laws to be like, this is a law, and well, somebody broke it, so here, pay up, do whatever, blah blah blah, whatever the punishment is, just get that. Our legal system works way different. It's like a case by case basis most of the time, so.
Which makes sense, because every case is different.
Yeah, there's always like the little things that change it up, and you can't put every little thing into a law book, so yeah, it makes sense to change it up a bit.
Mm-hmm. I think our third wheel died, and is never going to come.
Yeah, I think so too.
Damn it, we can't become a tricycle.
We're gonna stay a bike. Still better than one of those, damn, I don't know what they're called in English.
Unicycle?
Like the one, yeah, unicycle. If it would become a unicycle, then it would look too much like a clown, I suppose, so let's not try that.
Plus, that would be really awkward, just me speaking, because if it was just you, you wouldn't be able to stream.
Yeah, that would be true. It would be just you speaking about something. Jeez, I don't know what.
Let's talk about how much of a depressed fuck I am. Pity me!
Maybe your video can be about that, your sympathy video.
Yep. Can I get a view, an army of fanboys, and maybe fangirls?
Maybe you should make a Tumblr page about that. You could be a special snowflake.
I actually have been considering joining social justice just so I can make money off those dumbasses.
What?
The problem is, I don't think I'm smart enough to pull it off.
Wait, what are you saying? You're not smart enough to pull it off?
I don't think I am, no.
Have you seen the geniuses in there?
I mean, yeah, I know they're dumbasses, but...
You have to be a way higher level to actually get their money. You mean like in an Anita Sarkeesian-esque way where you're like, I need your money because I need to make this video series that I'm never gonna fully make, and that's with way less production value than you would expect of this type of money.
Pretty much, yeah. Although
Yeah,
in Anita's defense, her videos do have a better production value than mine do. I don't even have a fucking camera.
But with the money that she got, you could have people editing your stuff who actually are good at editing. So,
dude, if I had the money she had, my channel would be so much less shit.
Yeah, that would be true.
I'd be let's playing brand new games on actual systems rather than computers.
Maybe somebody should make a pity video about that. There's so much editors who are without a job. Like, include videos of homeless people walking the street. This guy was once a video editor. Now lives on the street. Like, join King D's Kickstarter campaign to get him an editor, so you could save an editor from...
I'm half tempted to do that now, just so that my videos can become a little bit better. Because I do actually need money to get, like, a end slate made for me, a new intro made for me, maybe a theme song.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired of my old one, and its lie about being a Pokemon channel, what's essentially become a gaming channel. Oh wait, I'm going off topic. My apologies.
Well, I think we were out of topic so far because, well, we made it a shorter show because we were just going to do our talkative subjects that we had. So unless you want to talk about something wrestling related or something, I think we don't really have that much to talk about anymore.
Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. How fucking hype are you for this shit?
I was, to begin with, I was kind of hyped when he showed up. I was like, what the fuck? I thought they were pulling a prank or something. I thought they were being like huge dicks just playing the music. That was, or that might have just been me. What did you think when you heard the music? Did you expect it?
I actually kind of stopped watching WWE on a weekly basis, so I just saw it on YouTube. I'm just like, Shane's back. Then my mouth watered.
But was the title of the video something like Shane Returns or something to Raw?
Yes, it was on WWE's channel.
Whose channel?
WWE's channel.
Oh, their own channel. Oh, yeah, okay, that made sense. If you were to watch it on someone else's channel and you saw that title, wouldn't you be skeptical of it?
Well, yeah, I did at first. I saw someone else's channel like, Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. What's me? I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Just continued scrolling. I saw the WWE thing. I'm like, Shane returned? What? Shane's actually having a match with The Undertaker? What? What? Mind explodes. Blood splatters all over my room. My mom spent like a week cleaning it up and reforming my head.
I like this segment as well when he returned, when he was talking, basically talking down to Stephanie and Vince. It's kind of cool. Well, it wasn't really talking down either. It was like him saying that he still had control, and Stephanie basically being clueless.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make us believe that
situation.
Shane still has control when he's been gone for years.
Yeah. Well, the way they did it wasn't that bad. They said, like, that he left, that they gave him, like, that Vince kept him, like, didn't really offer to take his shares or whatever. I don't know. Well, they didn't really go into specifics. The thing that they said is, like, here's some money, just go away. And now we decided to come back after that. So
yeah, I saw your stuff was getting shit, so I came back.
Pretty much.
I got the pooper scooper and everything.
Yeah. So. Maybe they're gonna try getting better commentators. That would be great.
You mean like that Ronaldo guy that everyone wants to suck the dick of? Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Ronaldo, but I'm getting tired of the hate on Michael Cole and Byron Saxton. I like Cole's commentary, and I feel sorry for Saxton because he's the butt of everyone's jokes. I wouldn't mind losing JBL.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was what I was most getting at. Like, people are hating on Michael Cole most of the time, but then again, there has to be a play-by-play type announcer. Well, now I'm saying announcer, commentator. But the thing is, there isn't a decent heel commentator because JBL sucks balls as a heel commentator. He's flip-flopping all over the place.
Again. King is heel again.
Yeah, okay. I missed that.
He's only heel on SmackDown because they're afraid to make him heel on Raw, but King is a heel again, which makes me very, very happy.
Okay, that could probably work, but why don't they fucking do it on Raw? That's so inconsistent.
It's because King's like a super baby face from the old days. Need to keep him all respect and shit. All legends need to be fucking faces. That's how WWE's logic is.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Agreed.
That's why they can't bring back the Iron Cheekers.
They brought him back before, and he was a fucking face.
How the fuck did they do that?
They had him go to do the his anthem, and even though he was like America Hot 2 and shit like that, they're like, yeah, Sheik, we respect you and all, we love you and all, but yeah, we're just gonna do this, and then Sheik just went quiet with it while they did the American anthem. So basically, Sheik was still his regular assholey self, but just toned down and staying quiet when people told him to be quiet. They basically went, yeah, you're a dick, but I'm just going to ignore that because legend.
Did they also put him, like, in a room where he couldn't drink beforehand or something?
Honestly, he did seem drunk, but I think he always seems drunk. I think this is part of his personality.
That's basically like Ric Flair nowadays. Well, Ric Flair every time.
On a side note, I'm actually kind of curious. I've heard of... Whoa. A wild Tetra appears.
Yeah.
While we're talking about something she knows nothing about.
Yeah.
You're like ridiculously late. We're now talking about wrestling.
We're talking about wrestling a bit at the end. So.
Fair enough.
You would have been useful if we were talking about video games or YouTube, but...
Sorry, I thought noodles was more important than anything.
You hear that, people losing your channels? Noodles is more important than your channel.
To me, at least.
There's like wars going on in the world, but noodles are more important.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
definitely.
bowls of ramen can just save the world. It's like, give it to the enemy army. We bring you food.
There's like people suffering in the third world. There's people getting like genital mutilation somewhere, but noodles.
Actually, in the defense of noodles, they can help hunger in the third world.
Okay, fine. They might not be that important.
This became the bitch about first world problems podcast all of a sudden.
I want to rename this episode Noodles Will Save the World.
Well, if you gave me the ability to feed my kind of noodles to any fighting armies, they would not be fighting for much longer. They'd be sat on the toilet for a while.
Okay, so didn't they already try that? Like, wasn't there like a weapon based on that, like, or a weapon based on the brown note or something, where they would like put loudspeakers that made the sound so people would shit their pants?
Dude, I think you've been watching too much South Park.
Yes, that was an actual thing.
No, it was an actual thing. South Park based on that. It was an actual thing.
I don't believe you.
The Nazis originally did it to the people in concentration camps.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. That sounds too ridiculous to be an actual thing.
Well, it is a thing.
To be fair, they did a lot of stupid things in the war. They put, in World War II, they put, was it camel or elephant shit? I don't remember. They put, like, landmines under the shit.
It would have been
think camels.
Camels, because
Yeah.
there were quite a lot more camels.
That's
You know why that
actually
happens?
a decent idea.
Because a German regiment, I don't know, or was it? It might have even been like it might have even been a group that had like Rommel in it himself. I don't even know anymore who it was, but they had some kind of horrible disease that they had back there, and the cure that they got for that disease had, you might believe it or not, fucking camel shit in it.
Of course it did.
So from then on, like the Germans in Africa had like superstition that those camel turds like brought them luck, so they like drove over them with their tanks just for luck. But yeah, the British found out and they put bombs under those.
Of course, we're just that smart. We obviously laced the bombs with tea.
Oh god.
Jeez.
Such delicious
No.
stuff.
No, the Russians topped that. Do you want to know how?
How?
They trained dogs with bombs strapped to them to run under tanks. Whose tanks did they practice with? They practiced with their own tanks, and so when the dogs were deployed, boom, there go the Russian tanks.
Wow. They took a good idea and fucked it up.
Yeah, basically.
Well, they're Russians, so.
They were probably drunk.
You know, I would agree with this joke, but I think Russians actually do see this podcast, so.
Yeah, they probably do see it. Maybe.
Oh, I've got something against everyone in the world, more or less.
Including the English.
Oh, of course. Always the English.
Fucking English.
Speaking of which, I need to finish my cup of tea.
That was super English all of a sudden. Will there be crumpets as well?
No. I ate those before I had my noodles.
The sad thing
There
is, I
might-
think she's being serious.
Yeah, probably.
There might be jam and scones later, though.
German scones.
Jam and
Jam.
scones.
Jam!
Oh, okay, I understood
Shall
German.
I
I was
rephrase
gonna say, watch out with
for
those.
you?
Jeez.
Yeah, shall I rephrase for you illiterate Americans? Jelly and scones.
He's not even American.
Don't give a shit.
He's Belgian.
Oh, I'd kill for a waffle right now. No,
I think we ate all the waffles, so it's...
On a side note, what makes Belgian waffles special anyway? What the fuck do you guys do
I
to your
don't-
waffles?
I
It's
don't
not even
know.
like one type of Belgian waffle, so I like what you guys are meaning with Belgian waffles just purely escapes me. There's like waffles that come from yeah, I don't know what the English name is, like Liège, which is in the French part. There's like Brussels waffles. There's all sorts of waffles.
literally, they're all called the exact same in English.
Yeah, probably. There's like the waffles from Brussels are like really soft on the inside because they're baked really quickly. They're made
Yeah.
in special dough that they just like pour in there, they close it, they flip it around, and it's done basically.
Yeah, the ones I'm on about are super crunchy on the outside, but soft and gooey on the inside, and they're just smothered in chocolate.
Yeah, they do
Waffles
that as
should
well.
not have gooey insides.
It's really
True, these were toffee waffles, but that's not the point.
A toffee waffle. You know what? I actually want to eat that because I like toffee.
Yeah.
I'm also confused to what toffee is. 'Cause I remember once I was like, once when I was like ordering a shake, I was like, "What is toffee? I don't know what toffee is." And they just give me this little piece of chocolate. I'm just like, why don't you just call it fucking chocolate?
It's not. It's chewy stuff.
It tastes like chocolate.
It's chewy, stringy stuff. You know the weird shit you get at the top of a Twix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Or like
golden
caramel.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's a more solid version of that,
Oh yeah.
and more chewy.
Like making caramel is really dangerous because it's extremely fucking hot.
It's extremely fucking
Well,
explosive,
most
so.
food is hot. That's how cooking
It's
works.
basically just mostly sugar that you're melting.
It's literally molten sugar.
Yeah, but if you get
And
it on you, jeez.
if you make it the right way, it's the food equivalent to magma.
Molten sugar. I want to make a volcano with it now. We need to make a desert volcano with legit sugar lava. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's not technically possible unless you do it insanely quickly with baking soda and vinegar.
That would be less delicious, though.
It wouldn't be delicious anyway because it would be boiling hot.
It would literally...
It would melt your taste buds.
You can get 3rd-degree burns from making caramel.
Yeah.
Like, there's this one chef, really famous chef, I can't remember who it is, like, all of their forearm, like, the top of their forearm, was completely scalded off from making caramel.
Shit.
I know.
Was it at least delicious enough to be worth it?
No, because some twat had mopped the floor but not dried it. It wasn't dried properly.
They slipped.
And they skidded, and it just went all over their arm.
Jeez.
Down there.
So that's how that happened. Shit.
Yeah. Basically,
No,
the only reason their torso was safe was because they were wearing a jumper underneath their apron.
Wait, did it burn through the fucking apron?
Burnt through the apron and then just soaked into the jumper. But because they were wearing a short sleeve shirt under their jumper, it burned straight through the jumper on their arms and started melting the jumper into their arm.
God damn.
And take it from someone who's had a plastic rain mat melted into their wrist. It ain't fun.
A plastic rain mat? What?
Hey, I was at a festival. I was in a non-smoking area. It was raining. I got a burnt wrist.
In a non-smoking area.
In a non-smoking area, someone dropped their cigarette on my wrist. And it burnt through my Mac. And then started melting in through my jumper.
Okay, what the fuck is a Mac? Because when I think of a Mac, I think of a computer.
Right, you know those disposable raincoats you can get?
Yeah, like those plastic ones.
I had a reusable one of those that if you scrunch it up enough, it fits inside the bag, which also doubles as a pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, those types.
I never understood how it worked. All I know is I just shove it all into this tiny little pocket and forget about it.
No,
Yeah,
I just realized there's a hilarious contraction, but contraction? That's not the word.
Contraption.
Not that either. The word that means it's a switch in genre, a switch in feel. Whatever that word is, your picks are like so massively different. And one end we have fucking Jason Voorhees with blood all over his face. The other hand we have a Pretty Little Pony.
Yeah, probably kind of weird to see that.
I have been meaning to get around to changing my picture eventually, but meh.
I still can't find the picture of our ponies together. It's legitimately just phased out of existence.
I'll just message them later to see if they've still got a copy of it.
Okay then. Well, since you're actually here now, Tetro, tell us about your thoughts about the recent shit with YouTube and copyright and crap.
They should get actual people to review some of these things, and there should be like a punishment for fake copywriting, because no matter how many times it happens, nothing happens to the person who's claiming it. All that happens is to the channel in question.
Yeah.
More reason for me to want to just make money off that.
It's really stupid. Yeah, I can understand, like, if it's like an entire film, then yeah, take it down if they don't have permission. But if it's like a review, and they're only using snippets of it. That's like, no, that's really stupid. That A, that comes under fair use, and
Yeah.
B, I'm losing my voice.
There were some weird noodles.
No, I've been screaming at my little brother all day.
All day, every day.
Yeah, never take an 8-year-old to a restaurant.
Wait, he's 8 now? I thought he was 7.
8. Also, happy Mother's Day to everyone's.
Wait, it's Mother's Day today?
Not to everyone, just to the British people.
Oh, okay then. I'm about to say, I'm like, fuck, I
It's
didn't
not
make my
even
mother
over here.
breakfast.
To anyone whose day is Sunday, happy Mother's Day.
Okay, to all of the fucking Brits out there, happy Mother's Day.
Also the Americans.
Really?
Are you sure?
Mother's Day is the 6th of March.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh,
I
it's too
think-
late now. I can't make
Would
breakfast
it
and I
be
don't
for
know how
the
to make a good
entirety of
dinner.
the United States, or it's...
I can only tell for Florida because I've only got that time programmed into my computer, but below my time.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah. I wanted to look it
I've
up, but I
also
got...
got Australia time.
I
Why?
wanted to look it up, but I got the movie Mother's Day instead of Mother's Day. Okay, now I think I got it.
Wait, there's a movie called Mother's Day?
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
Is it good?
It's... meh, I don't know.
It's an older movie.
It sounds bad.
Haven't
I
seen
would
it
say we
myself.
should watch it, but I'm pretty sure it would be against some rules.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
against copyright rule, yeah.
But you... Like, did you downright, not want to watch the movie that we were gonna talk about today, or did you just, like,
I had no interest in copying IHE, so...
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. Well, he viewed the movie. Yeah, probably. I don't really remember what he said though, so I was
He
just
said
gonna
it
go
was
on my
shit.
own thing.
He said it was shit.
Well, you can
Then
say
again, he
something
says
is shit in
everything
various
is shit.
ways, so.
No idea what you're talking about now.
We were gonna be talking about a shitty movie that we were gonna see, but
Called The Little Panda Fighter. But since only me and Charlie showed up, and I had no interest in talking about it, that wasn't a thing anymore.
It
Yeah.
sounds interesting, and I may have to go look it up.
Enjoy the
I don't care
torture.
how
enjoy
I don't
the
care
torture.
how bad it is.
I like legit wanted to stab my eye with a fork because of it.
I mean, the ending's funny at least.
Jeez.
If I can sit through an hour of Twilight, I can sit through anything.
was
Bullshit.
only like
You can't even
50
sit through minutes of the videos I show you.
Yeah, but that shit's boring.
Those are worse than Twilight, apparently.
They are, yeah.
Apparently.
Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the other things Tetro missed was, but I can't remember what the video game topic was.
It doesn't say anything about the United States when I look up Mother's Day on the fucking 6th or 8th or...
Apparently we don't have Mother's Day.
No, it doesn't say anything about on that date. It says that you guys have it on... where the fuck? Second Sunday of May, that's when we have it over here in Belgium.
Okay, there we
Yes,
go.
yes,
So I
we're on
did
that
miss
list.
Mother's
That's
Day.
weird.
Good, so I did
The
miss
United
Mother's
States
Day.
has it then as well, apparently.
Oh, okay.
The second Sunday of May. Sounds like a pay-per-view thing. On the second Sunday of May. Mother's Day.
Mother versus
The
mother.
Silver Dome. Get your
I actually
tickets
was
now.
considering making a video called Mother vs. Mother, where I'd have my mother play The Binding of Isaac on Mother's Day.
Yay!
I think Fluttershy likes that idea.
That sounds funny.
Convenient message is convenient.
But I don't know, we've been digressing ever since because we didn't really have anything to talk about anymore.
We were mainly killing time for you to show up. At least I was.
Yeah. I think we can kind of go to the end here because we don't really have anything to talk about.
Fair enough.
If you'd specify
We're just rambling
that,
anyway and going on huge digressions about nothing.
Yeah.
Have we specified what now?
What?
Tetra was saying something about specifying things.
If you'd specified that, I would put the noodles to one side. They can be quite happily eaten cold.
Oh, too late now.
We didn't know that. We didn't know. How could we? Like legit.
Oh, are you looking forward to Pokemon Sun and Moon?
I'm actually trying not to spoil myself a bit, even though I'm already spoiled by simple titles of videos. Apparently there's going to be Pokemon Fusion. Which I don't believe for a second.
That sounds more of a not Pokemon thing.
Exactly, which is why I don't believe it.
Yeah, there were like people saying like there were gonna be Pokemon human hybrids in some kind of game, whatever.
Yeah, I saw that too. Another thing I called bullshit on.
Well,
There's
if
a lot of
a human can turn into either an Abra or a Kadabra,
Kadabra. It turned into Kadabra.
if it can turn into a Kadabra, then anything's possible.
Oh, and humans can turn into Phantoms. And human can turn into Yamasks. And I think one kid
Yes,
woke up
but
as a
that's
Gengar.
explainable.
Humans can also turn to
explainable because they
Gengar
die.
and Cofagrigus. Oh my god, humans turn to a lot of ghost types.
Well, they would, they die.
It would be funny if like 3 men turned into a duck trio.
You know, this is
Like
probably a very fucked up thought, but I want there to be a Pokemon episode or side plot in the game where there's a couple, one of them dies, and then the other one actively seeks out and catches their partner's ghost Pokemon.
Oh my god. That's a bit morbid, but hey, could work.
That would work very well as a fan-made game. In fact, there probably is one of those already made.
Or or like a fan series, fanfic or whatever.
If that
Somebody
hasn't
could
been already made, I demand someone make it with me and Tetra.
Okay, that would.
She'll
now
become a
people know what to
Phantom
do.
and I'll capture it.
Make that shit.
Fine, but I want it sent to me immediately.
I think we can end it on that note. So for some reason we wound up with Pokemon stuff. And a weird Pokemon story that's kind of morbid, but it's kind of sweet at the same time, so it probably has an audience somewhere.
Deep in the bowels of the weird shit that is the internet.
Yeah.
Probably on fanfiction.net.
I know quite a few people who would definitely read or play that shit. And they would quite happily pay for it as well.
Okay.
I sent some money.
I'm gonna just end it here, like with an outro thing.
Alright.
Okay, guys, so this has been the Loathsome Loudmouths Podcast for, well, this Sunday, the 6th of March. Yes, and we'll be back next week with another podcast on the same channel, same time. We'll see you then.
Bye, peons.
Turtles.